Hello everyone and welcome. Heard about Ethereum killers, those cryptocurrencies which want to kill Ethereum and take its place? Polkadot is right there at the top of this list of Ethereum killers. We'll get to the core of this. What is Polkadot? How it is different, and should you buy Polkadot? Well, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe as well as enable the bell icon, because we make sure we upload a new video on this channel every Wednesday and Saturday. So let's dive deep into what is Polkadot. Polkadot was founded by Dr. Gavin Wood. Now, why is that important? That is important because Dr. Gavin Wood was actually the former member of Ethereum. He was the CTO when Ethereum was in its early stages with Vitalik Buterin. He is also the founder of Parity Technologies as well as Solidity. Solidity, the programming language for smart contracts, and Solidity is the programming language for Ethereum as well. Polkadot wants to solve the scalability and speed issues. Now, how is it different? We know that there is a blockchain in each and every cryptocurrency, right? But here in the case of Polkadot, there are various such blockchains, there are various such chains which are interconnected to each other in parallel. What happens when chains are interconnected to each other in parallel? It means that many transactions can take place at the same time in parallel, as well as there is a data transfer from one chain to the other. In October 2017, the Web3 Foundation conducted an ICO, and Parity Technologies developed the blockchain of Polkadot. Talking about the technology of Polkadot, it is built on the technology of substrate blockchain mechanism. Now, this is developed by the Parity Technologies in itself, which was actually headed by Dr. Gavin Wood earlier, and it is not only restricted to the cryptocurrency of Polkadot. The substrate blockchain mechanism is used by various other cryptocurrencies as well. So Parity Technologies and the substrate mechanism is giving birth to various cryptocurrencies, and Polkadot can transfer data and can communicate with each and every such cryptocurrency which is built on this framework of substrate blockchain mechanism. Now, Polkadot is a sharded cryptocurrency. What is a sharded cryptocurrency? Well, any cryptocurrency which has its chains differentiated with each other, which has its blockchain not in a single pattern, but the blockchains are differentiated with each other, it is sharded. That is why it is called as a sharded cryptocurrency. Why does this help? And why is Ethereum also intending to go to the sharded mechanism when it launches its Ethereum 2.0 model? So yes, Ethereum also wants to go to the sharded mechanism, and sharding is like breaking down the blockchain into pieces so that even if there is a problem in one certain chain, it does not affect the other one. So even if one single chain or one single entity in a chain gets bloated, it will not affect the other transactions, and all the other transactions, as I said, they are in parallel. So all other transactions can take place on its own, and it is not dependent on any other entity. So because of sharding, the blockchain of Polkadot is split up into various components, and two of the prominent components are called as the relay chain and the parachain. Now, what is this relay chain and parachain? The relay chain is actually the heart of the Polkadot system. It is like the base and the main member in the Polkadot blockchain. What this relay chain does is it creates a consensus. It is responsible for the security. It is responsible for the communication between various sharded chains, and it is also useful for interoperability. This is the heart of the blockchain of Polkadot, that is the relay chain. Now, apart from the relay chain, there are parachains. What are these parachains? Parachains can be understood as a complementary or a substitute to the relay chains, and they are working on their own in different ways. So they are different single entities, and all these parachains are, you can assume, that connected to one relay chain in that particular entity of the blockchain. So a parachain is a sovereign blockchain entity with its own identity and its own token. So you can assume that because these are separate identities, a problem in one single parachain does not affect the others and everything keeps on working in parallel. So traditionally what used to happen in the earlier cryptocurrencies, in the not so advanced cryptocurrencies, that one transaction used to take place at a single given time, right? That affects the scalability, that affects the security as well. But in the technology of Polkadot, because of this system of parachains, multiple transactions can take place at the same time, and that too parallelly, so that one transaction does not affect the other one. So the traditional way of working is gone by, and blockchain is in safe hands of technologies like Polkadot. Now, one important thing which is most important for the well-being of any cryptocurrency is its governance, right? We don't want people fighting with each other and disrupt the governance of any cryptocurrency, because of which chain splits happen. You've heard of various chain splits of Ethereum, of Bitcoin as well. There is Bitcoin Gold, there is Bitcoin Cash. All these are chain splits. And why do these chain splits happen? Because there is no consensus in the community of that blockchain. But Polkadot is making sure that it is giving a good governance to all its users, so that each and every user can participate, can vote for any technological changes in the system. So it is a sovereign system. At the same time, you can assume it to be a democratic system as well, and that is Polkadot. Now, the structure of the governance in the Polkadot ecosystem can be classified into 4 different classes. The first one is a nominator, the second one is a validator, the third one is a collator, and the fourth one is the fisherman. Now, what is all of this? What is a validator? A validator is a person or a user or anyone who has the Polkadot cryptocurrency, and he has to stake that cryptocurrency. That means he has to give his cryptocurrency to the system for the betterment of the system. He has to keep it with the system for some time, right? He is also responsible for making sure that all the relay chains are healthy and there is no problem in the relay chains. They have to make a consensus over the technological developments. They have to make sure that they are giving equal participation and voting whenever there is a need for making some decision. They also have to make sure that all the collators are in sync with the entire system. So they are like the heart of the entire system, and that is the role of a validator. Now comes the nominator. Who is a nominator? A person who cannot be a validator. I mean, he does not want to take all this risk on his own shoulders and does not want to give so much of time and all of that. Then you can say that he can nominate somebody and he can select a validator for his behalf. So there can be one validator and there can be hundreds and thousands of other nominators who are nominating this validator for doing his work. Why does this happen? Why can't everybody become a nominator? That is because to become a validator, you need to have a certain amount of cryptocurrency of that particular blockchain with you. And sometimes it is in $1 million, right? So everybody does not have Polkadot cryptocurrency that is DOT in $1 million, right? So somebody who is having that cryptocurrency, or if there are thousands of people gathering together and making a consensus and gathering let's say around those 10 million US dollars or something like that, and that is when you get that responsibility or the authority of being a validator. Hence nominator and validator, these are the important parts. And then third one is the collator. A collator maintains the transaction status in each and every shard or each and every separate parachain. And the fourth one is the fisherman. Who are these fishermen? A fisherman is responsible for reporting bad behavior to the validator. So he keeps a watch on the entire network and he reports any bad behavior to the validator so that nobody misbehaves in between. So we talked about democracy in the system of Polkadot. That is because each and every shard or each and every parachain can have its own governance. It can have its own rules. It can have its own technology. All the members, that is all the validators and all the collators for that particular parachain, can decide the rules for themselves. So this is the liberty that each and every shard in this sharded system has got, which is making it really, really powerful and a democratic as well as a sovereign kind of a cryptocurrency, you can say, that is Polkadot. The cryptocurrency of the system of Polkadot is called as DOT. So if you want to buy Polkadot cryptocurrency, just type in DOT in your cryptocurrency wallet and you'll be able to buy it. If you have a certain amount of cryptocurrency with you, you can as well stake it and get some good rewards, because Polkadot is one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies as far as staking rewards are concerned as well. You can also participate in the consensus and also help to improve the system, or you can as well nominate, and you can become a nominator and choose a validator for yourself and become a part of the system as well. But while you're choosing a validator, make sure that you're choosing the right person, because there is something called as bad behavior also. There is something called as slashing also, and a validator who is not responding and adhering to the norms of the system can also be penalized, and in that case your cryptocurrency which is at stake can be penalized as well. So select a good validator. Apart from this, you can also enjoy the movements, that is a growth which happens in the cryptocurrency of DOT as well. DOT has been reasonably subdued in the recent past, but then we can expect it to be the cryptocurrency of the future, and its price can boom up like anything, because again it solves some problem in the present world of decentralization. If it is solving a problem, it is here to stay, right? So should you buy DOT? Definitely yes, definitely yes. We talked about Cardano, we talked about Solana, Matic, and this cryptocurrency of Polkadot. All these are, they've got some affinity towards Ethereum, because the co-founders of Ethereum are actually founders over here in these cryptocurrencies as well. Like we just mentioned the name of Dr. Gavin Wood. So you should definitely have a good, reasonable amount of allocation to the cryptocurrency of DOT as well. And we can definitely see Polkadot rising in the ranks and coming in the top 5 cryptocurrencies by way of market cap very soon. So that's all in this episode. If you found value out of this episode, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, and show your love in whichever way you feel comfortable with. It is for the algorithm of YouTube to know that you're liking these videos, so that it promotes our channel and these videos higher in the search ranks. Thank you for giving your valuable time, and watch until the very end, and I'll be seeing you again.